Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome, my divine masculine, my divine feminine, into this journey of the twin flame. Now, I'm doing this reading as of my timing is on the 7th of August, a day before the Lionsgate portal happens, tomorrow, the 8th. Okay. Now, first thing first, guys, this portal in the Leo season is total bombardment. Okay. Um, It marks the sacred marriage of the lion and the lioness of the Judah or of Judah. Okay, so this is why it is called the Lion's Gate portal, because there is a lot of transformational energies that will happen during this period in time. The energies are intensely building up. Okay, and this energy that is building up will have life altering astrological transits and configurations that are going to be having a knockdown effect on all the ascending souls. Because when you're in the twin flame connection, guys, remember, both you guys are ascending in your journey individually, okay? Which means that both of you have risen up. Some divine feminines could have woken up earlier than the divine masculine. The divine masculine is waking up now. It can be anything. But at the end of the day, it's a journey of your soul connection, which is also an internal journey of your own soul understanding, your soul consciousness, your understanding of who you are in this journey of the twin, right? That is why this is called a twin flame journey. So that's what I said a long time before, that not many can stick around with this journey. It's only because it's a very difficult journey. It's a life changing, life altering experience that you have with somebody who is connected with you in this journey of love, right? So individually, y'all could be singular souls, but together it's called the twin flame journey. That's a reason. So this portal, and that is why I'm doing a reading today, this portal effect will continue till, I would like to say, till the 12th or the 13th of this month, after which the energies will kind of move and settle down in the new transit that happens. So within this period in time, guys, both of you, both the twins, will be ascending from your individual positions of understanding, experience, learning, feeling, that consciousness, the trigger point of your third eye. Everything is happening. Everything is happening simultaneously. You all may not see it, you all may not recognize it, because you could feel that it's happening only with you. But I tell you, please take it from me, it's happening for the twins, for both. Okay, so that is where you have to understand yourself in here, because as you move, as you graduate, your twin is doing the same. So whether you're doing it a little quicker than your twin doesn't matter, but at the end of the day, the ascension has started to happen between the two of you. Okay, between the two of you. So let me first get down to understanding here. That's what I'm going to ask from my source, my spirit guide, my angel, my divine spirit ancestors, is what is the overall energy that this twin flame journey or this connection is having now until the 13th or the 14th. I would take it a little bit longer, because energies take a little bit longer to kind of regroup, right? To kind of settle down. Okay. So what is the overall energy here of the twins, please, in this journey? What is their understanding? What is their ascension? What is their learning? What is that they are going through at the same point in time, which they might not know about one another? Okay. What is the overall, please, energy of this twin flame connection in here for the divine masculine and the divine feminine here? What is the overall energy here for this connection, please? All right. I'm going to have to read through this because this is a new deck. As I told you, I'm not very familiar on this deck over here as of now. But there are two energies that is showing up simultaneously in here, guys. One which is talking about tracker. Okay. Give me a moment here. Okay. So tracker is talking about focusing your intention and passion on one thing and not being scattered in different directions. So they're asking you to focus your thoughts, your experience on a particular direction or in a particular direction. Be single-minded. It's truly important in your life and let everything else go. Track the unseen stream of energy that is real to that which you desire. So clearly they're asking you, both you guys, they're asking you to have a single-minded energy of vision and understanding. Okay, a vision and understanding of your own experience in life, what you desire, what is real and what is superficial. Getting that energy to know that clearly, being very single-minded, not being scattered in different directions of what other people are telling you, what others are gossiping, what your friend is telling you, what your co-worker is suggesting to you, right? What your maybe siblings are saying, not important. What others are telling you, showing you, making you feel that you should understand them rather than understanding yourself is where this energy is showing up for you guys in here, right? When they are telling you, no, you can't do that, you have to be very focused on your own understanding, on what you are understanding, not what others are telling you, what others are suggesting, or what your experience of the past, that you have learned from and you have understood in yourself, right? Because many a times, guys, and this is a very, very practical thing that happens to people, is that we get caught up in understanding other people, not understanding. That's why we stop, we put a barrier in our own understanding, and we focus our intentions or desires and understanding what other people want us to understand, right? So this is where this energy is telling you guys, both you guys, that please don't go in different directions. Don't be scattered, because the moment you start picking up on that energy of hearing other people, you will lose your own focus in your own life. So the moment that happens, put a barrier. Take a moment, withdraw, go into silence, take 2 steps, 3 steps back, doesn't matter. Take that step back. It's important, because this is where that energy is telling me that it is quite possible that many of you or some of you are more keen on understanding this relationship or your journey from other people, what they are thinking about it, not what you think is right for you. Okay, because the next card is trickster. See, because this could be the one. People could be tricking you. People could be telling you different things to take you off this journey, to tell you that, oh, this man is not serious, or that woman is not serious about you, and that don't continue. And you might just take that energy and go in a different direction, right? So that could be the trickster, right? Don't take everything at face value. Understand by yourself. That's what they're telling you. Look beneath the surface. This card encourages you to try to find humor and gentle amusement in difficult situations. It also encourages you to have irrepressible fun. Step out of the mold, right? So, this is where you have to be focused. You have to be focused because this energy is there in your lives, both your lives, guys. Okay, so you have to be very focused in your spiritual self, in understanding your own spirituality, of knowing that you can think for yourself and that you're not dependent on other people suggesting that a different course of action, right? So take it lightly. That's what they are saying. Take it lightly, even if people tell you things. Just find some wit and humor and say, okay, I understand, maybe he did that for whatever and I did that. You know, that kind of energy. That is talking about not being seriously keen on following their life or their path in your own life. That you have that ability, guys, to follow your own intentions and be single minded about your own fun, amusement, anything in life to get out of a dark and bad situation. So you have to absorb that energy. You have to understand yourself. That's what they're telling you, because this journey, as I told you guys, it's a journey of learning, growing, experiencing, forgiving. You know, a lot of things are involved. So it's a very spiritual part of the story, right? It's not something that you just happen to have. No. And this happens, I said, to the ones who are cherry picked, because you guys, both the twins, are light workers. That's where they come together. They are both the same personality, they have the same kind of energy, but they have got deviated in this 3D world. So this is the time of pullback from all those distractions that had been catching up in your life for both the twins. So come back, right? Come back. Get out of that trickster energy of people tricking you or thinking by yourself. So what you think is what is going to happen, right? So if you think that you're being tricked, you will be tricked. If you think you can overcome that trick, get out of that mold, you can do that. So it's basically both you guys, manifestation of your thought, pulling back your energy, taking back your control, taking back your power. That's basically it. Taking back your power to know what you want to do with your life now, individually. Okay, but it's the overall energy here, which is clearly talking about before the Lionsgate portal happens, or this is the energy throughout the portal. I'm keeping this reading with the portal in the picture here. Okay, so they are telling you this portal is very important because right now, singularly, you guys can do a lot. Pull back, take back, control your energy. Know what you have in yourself. Understand your own individuality. That's what they are telling you to do here, guys. Okay. Now, I'm going to ask for an overall major arcana for the divine masculine first. The Lovers. And the major arcana for the divine feminine here. Before I jump into the main energy, okay? So Lovers, obviously I don't have to explain. The major part of the story here for the divine masculine is the significant relationship. Okay, is coming together, making this relationship work, and coming back together in the right way, right? If there is any kind of confession, any kind of bad programming that had happened in his life, he's trying to withdraw from that. And your individual major arcana shows up as the temperance card, divine feminine. Beautiful. So you're willing to balance this relationship, because you by yourself, divine feminine, you're balancing back yourself in your own self. That's why they're saying what you do right now in your singular world by yourself is what is going to manifest back this harmony and balance in your life. So both you guys are wanting to do the same thing, right? He wants it to do it with you, right? Because his energy is double. It's a double energy of the twins in here. He wants you. He wants to bring back this happiness. He wants to have you back in his life, and you're getting ready for it. You're trying to control this urge of doing the same thing, but right now, you're taking your time to withdraw, taking your time to understand what your balance in life means to you, what it is that you need to energetically attract back in yourself. Because the temperance card is talking about patience as well. So both the twins, right, they are doing their own things by themselves, but you, divine feminine, you are more keenly balancing your own energy here. Misunderstanding what you have been going through, volatile relationship, when your emotions have been hurt, trying to maintain your equilibrium by listening to your heart and head in equal measure. So you're trying to understand yourself and this relationship from your perspective as well. From your perspective as well. Really, what has gone wrong? What happened in here and why it happened? Right? There was a lot of thinking on this situation and you're trying to bring a balance of your own understanding in yourself too. With your head, which is talking about your logical crown chakra, and your heart. Okay, so there is a coordination that is happening in yourself, divine feminine, and that coordination is between your logic and your emotion, your intellect and your emotion. Whereas the lovers is signifying that the divine masculine wants to deepen his bond with his partner to experience the true bliss of life. Okay, he could, when he was feeling divided in his loyalties with you, or even with a third party intervention, where other people were taking away his energy towards them, or they were competing for his attention. Right? So what he is thinking, or what his energy is right now, that it could be the easiest option to keep other people happy, but he needs to put this relationship first in his agenda, because he considers you to be his romantic partner, his soulmate, his twin flame. Right? So he knows that whatever your situation could be, divine feminine, this is a true love that will bring a change in his own life as well. So you see this energy, the way it's playing out at this point in time, just before the Lionsgate portal happens. Okay. So this will be the deck I'm going to be using, the same kind of deck, both for the divine masculine and the divine feminine. As I do, cutting the deck once. And he's expecting, there is another thing I'm getting, guys, that he's expecting you will understand him. Because whatever his divided attention had been before, then you can forgive him. You can balance back your energy to understand what he truly means right now in himself for you. His real intention right now. Because like I said, his attention, that's why they're telling him here too, that other people might compete for this attention. That thing is still, so he has to be very focused here. Or else again, the trickster energy can distract him, when he can be running all over the place. And the same with you. You have to learn to balance back your energy, take a step back. Otherwise, you will also be tricked, distracted from your higher intention in your life. Okay, so this, this card is telling you both. It's giving the same message to both you people. Okay, to both the people, to both the twins here, or to the twins. That it's the same thing. They're asking you to watch out because both you guys can have that distraction. You also, divine feminine, you also could be highly distracted with a lot of things in your life, where other people could be grabbing your attention or asking for time from you, and you could be distracted very easily. And the same goes with the divine masculine. Third party, karma, karmic, whatever, can distract him very easily. So they are asking you, twins, to keep a lookout for this energy and be very focused in your own intentions in life right now. Both you guys need to take a step back, okay? So this will be the deck for the divine masculine, and we'll go into the divine feminine here. So this is telling you guys that both the twins or the twins need to do exactly the same thing, because there is a high chance, a high risk of that happening during this period in time, where other things can easily take away your energy and distract you, keep you distracted from basically moving into the ascension. Okay, because y'all want to ascend, y'all are ascending, universe is giving you a chance to ascend. But again, that pullback energy is there showing up in here. You have to be very mindful of this energy. You have to be very mindful, okay? Take your time, don't rush. All right, let's get into the reading, guys, here. And my first question to my spirit would be the mind space from now, the 7th of August until the 13th or maybe the 14th of August, around that period in time, for the energies to settle down. Okay, so what is the mind space of the divine masculine? What is the mind space of the divine feminine? What is the heart space of the divine masculine? The heart space. What is the heart space for the divine feminine? How is the divine masculine seeing this connection from his perspective? And how is the divine feminine seeing the connection from her perspective? Okay. What is the message the divine masculine has for you, divine feminine? What's the message the divine masculine has for you? And what is the message the divine feminine has for her twin? What is the challenge for the divine masculine? What is the challenge here for the divine masculine? What is the challenge for the divine feminine? What is the divine masculine hoping for? What is the hope? What is the hope for the divine feminine? What is the last one? Is what is the overall energy for the divine masculine? The overall energy for the divine feminine here. And then we'll break down the cards in here. Okay. Hierophant, the bottom of the deck for the divine masculine. The bottom of the deck for the divine feminine is the Eight of Wands. Okay. So clearly, there could be some spiritual communication between the two of you. Okay, it could be very, very spiritual in nature that you are thinking of having, or maybe you're coming to the point of that communication with your divine masculine, who is clearly in a very, very deep spiritual energy as of now, around this point in time. So, whatever you say, divine feminine, he will interpret that in a very spiritual manner. Very, very spiritually. He will try to understand you from that point of view. Okay, so it's a very clear energy, guys, because a lot of things, like I said, the Six of Cups and the Nine of Swords, it's clearly talking about a lot of things that he has been worrying about. It could be his inner child issue for a lot of people, okay, which has worried him or has given him a very hard time. A lot of guilt has happened with this connection, or this could be a fear of him losing you forever. Right? Losing you forever. Where you, divine feminine, you have been stuck, you have not been moving with the Four of Pentacles. You have been holding on to your feelings, to your thoughts, to your passions. And the divine masculine has been trying to break that pattern of holding on. He's been trying. He's not been able to completely do it, but he has been swinging back and forth, trying to understand how he can break that silence with you. Right? Chariot. You're trying to move. Your will and determination is very high around this point in time, or will be very high. Getting yourself in order, putting yourself on the driver's seat, knowing what you want. Lot of determination is working in yourself, divine feminine, and he is thinking about justice. He wants this happening now. He wants this commitment. He wants the spiritual justice to happen in your life. Reason being, he knows you are in the Five of Cups energy. You have to come out of this energy. You have been very, very sad about the whole situation in your life in this journey till this point. And he is in the King of Cups energy. He's trying to repress that emotion, not get overwhelmed with you, trying to spiritually balance his thoughts and feelings, to know that when you speak with him and he replies back to you, it has to be very balanced communication of your emotions as well. He cannot afford to be overwhelmed because he knows that you are very depressed. Or he has done a lot of things to have hurt your feelings. Right? So he's trying to work on that energy, guys. He's definitely trying to work on that energy because he knows you are ready. You are ready. The moment he gives you that signal, you are ready, that your will and determination is that if you move, you want justice. So otherwise, you're not going to move. And he knows that. He knows that very well, right? So, because if you are coming out of that stage of loss and disappointment, and if you're getting ready to move, he will have to provide you with that justice. So he cannot be overwhelmed with his emotion. He has to balance his emotion, right? And that is what he knows, that if you are breaking free, or if you break free from that pattern of holding, you will want justice, and he is trying to work on that situation, right? He's feeling a little bit unstable with the whole thing right now, but he's trying. Let me put it like that. He's trying. He's not sitting quiet like you are. Let me tell you that. Because you wanted the soulmate connection, right? And you know this connection is existing still in your life. You have not let it go. You're still holding on to this connection, guys. You're still holding on to this connection, divine feminine. You're not letting it go. And what he's trying to balance is also his guilt and his shame. He's also trying to balance his guilt and shame when he's talking to you, because if he shows you that complete emotion of his guilt and shame, he won't be the divine masculine. Let me put it like that. Right? So he has to be in control of his emotion in order to balance that guilt and shame that he knows he has done in your life. Right? So therefore, whenever this communication is coming up in here from your end, he will have to very, very spiritually balance this communication. Right? Of this commitment, of this understanding, of this love, of this journey. Let me put it like that. All right, guys, let's get down to the bottom of the reading here. So my first question was, what is the mind energy of the divine masculine? What's the mind energy? The Three of Swords. See, right, bang on. Bang on. This is where his mind energy, this third party connection, the third party interferences that he got distracted with in his life. And he knows that not only hurt him now or is hurting him now, but that hurt is still lingering in the logical part of his story. Right? Because this Three of Swords energy is also a part of his learning. He's growing out of this energy. His mind is becoming better, but this energy is that, what I'm getting, guys, that this shouldn't have happened. This shouldn't have happened. This entire third party situation between the two of you has brought down the Three Swords in his mind and in his heart. He's bleeding. He's bleeding in both the places. And that is where a lot of things right now will have to be spiritually understood, balanced, and taken care of. He knows that. He also knows, let me give you this, he also knows that he has hurt you with his words and communications because of his intention that was focused on this third party situation. When he was not able to balance his wisdom with words and communication, so whatever he said to you has not only hurt you, but today he can sense that hurt that he had delivered to you at one point in time. This is the energy here. Let's break it down a little bit more. Please talk to me about the Three of Swords here. There was a sense of a lot of regret. in his mind, because today he can clearly feel that sense within him of what you have felt at that point in time when he did those kind of things with you, or spoke in the way that he now knows was very wrong. Yeah, balance, awareness that he had not had he did not have balance in himself. He knows that. And that is why the Three of Swords happened. He's becoming aware that he now needs to build a foundation of balance in his mind, where there is equality, well-being, feeling complete, just right. Right? So he is working on this energy. He's working on this balance, because this energy is a very painful energy where you don't say things, but this pain is so deep within you that even if you don't tell anybody, you may not express it, like I said. You may not be able to express it, but you know you have been out of balance. And that is the reason you're becoming aware of what you now need to do. What you now need to do. You have to balance back your whole mind energy from that pain and sorrow and everything that has happened in his life with you and with other people too. What is the mind energy of the divine feminine here? The Lovers. Look. The choice that he could not make with you. The choice where he flawed with you. Because at that point in time, you had wanted this connection so badly, right? You still love him, let me tell you that. The love is very much there for him in you, in the mind. But at the same time, you cannot forget the way he treated you with the third party options. You are just not being able to kind of give it up. You know what I mean? Because every time you think back on this, you're thinking the first vision is that love. You feel that sense of deep love for him because you know this connection. But at the same time, there is a mirror effect of that Three of Swords in you too, where you're feeling that this connection could have gone in a different direction had he not been distracted with the third party situation. So you guys are mirroring again in the mind. There's a mirror effect, right? Please talk to me about the Lovers. The wine, yeah. Developing over time. You're becoming more matured in your understanding for sure. You're ripening over the situation. There is a lot of maturity, understanding of what happened in here. Definitely. But at the same time, like I said, that mirror effect is hurting you. You're trying to get rid of that mirror effect, of that pain, of the third party situation. You're trying to understand because it's been a while, right? So a lot of maturity has come within you as well, Divine Feminine. You have also become a lot more matured in your understanding of the whole situation. And you're also understanding, let me tell you that good things take time to happen, right? Good things in life, to build a family, legacy, good stuff in life takes time. Because you see, the wine, as it grows older, is flavored better. And the wine doesn't grow old in one day, in 1 year. They take a long time, right? So this relationship is exactly like that wine, which is getting older, growing older, but becoming more flavorful. And you know that. You know that. So there are two different things that is happening in yourself. A, like I said, is the mirror effect or the mirror image of that pain that you are feeling for sure. But at the same time, you know when things have happened in the past, there is a reason behind it. And the reason is universe wanted you to taste the right quality of wine in this relationship, which is the old wine that is flavorful, not the new wine that you open the bottle in a year and drink it and don't really savor the taste of that particular wine. So, this relationship, as it is maturing in yourself, you know that this time is making it more flavorful, it's making it more ripened. That finesse is coming in this relationship, right? That finesse that was missing between the two of you is coming back into this relationship, and you know that. Because why? Excuse me. Because you understand the way of the divine masculine becoming more centered in his thought process. So it takes a while, and you know that this is not just a 1 day, 1 week kind of a situation, right? So this is where your understanding is also becoming better, divine feminine, and I'm very happy to see that. I'm very happy to see that for both of you. Let's move into the heart energy. What is the heart energy of the divine masculine? The King of Wands. Look, yeah. He's taking his steps towards this balance of his mind. Right? He's motivational. He's a visionary now. He's a visionary from the heart. His heart has opened up. Right? And he can see a lot of things that earlier he couldn't see or understand. So he can see what the third party situation happened. He can see what that karma was. In the heart, he can feel that motivation. He's an entrepreneur, don't forget. He has the ability to turn lead into gold. He does. And his heart is telling him now that is what he needs to do. Be a visionary now. Envision the success of this relationship. This is that overtime flavor of maturity in his heart as well, in the King of Wands energy. Looking at the bigger picture, understanding where he went wrong in his life, knowing what he has to do now in order to correct that situation, then he will have to balance himself well in the mind space. Please talk to me about the King of Wands. Beautiful energy in the heart, guys. Beautiful. Beautiful energy, because very, very spiritual energy. He's growing so much. He has matured so much that he's not the page, he's not the knight. He is the king. Look at his maturity. He is the king in the heart. That's him. Look, the man. The man. He knows where he went wrong and what he now has to do in order to bring back. He's aware of his own imbalance that he had in his mind space. And what is that now he has to do in order to correct because of that love interest that he has with you. Right? A visionary. A visionary. Being motivated from his heart. Beautiful. What is the heart energy of the divine feminine? The 10 of Swords. Yeah. You're still hurting because of the 3 of Swords. You're maturing, you're developing, you're understanding. But the 10 of Swords is calling for surrender, guys. So what Spirit is telling you, yes, it's been a wrong thing that happened to you. You haven't got your justice. But you have to surrender that pain in your heart, as they're telling the divine masculine to surrender his pain in the mind. You're emotional. He's logical, you see? You're emotional, that's why your heart is crying for this. He's logical, that's where his mind has been hurting. The difference between the twin is in the gender. Right? Please talk to me about the 10 of Swords. You're emotionally hurt. And the 10 is the last. You cannot go beyond that. Like I said in one of the readings, there is no 11 swords. Right? So when you come and reach the 10 of Swords, it's talking about surrender. Absolution, letting it go, forgetting it, leaving it, pulling back your energy, knowing your power, right? Deep wounds, deep commitment, that has hurt you. You wanted this emotional see, for you, like I said, you are the woman. Your emotions cannot match his emotion from that point of view. Today, his heart is emotional towards this logical part, yes. But your emotion is on a very different level because you are the woman. You're the divine feminine, right? So they're telling you, manifest back the deep desire. Reawaken your lost hopes. Nothing is over yet. So don't sit in that energy of what he had done, of what happened. Yes, I know it happened. We all know that. I've been doing the reading. No one knows it better than I do. But this advice is in here, guys, that you have to listen and work with it. Take back your power. You don't deserve to be hurting all the time like this. Take back your power and know that this deep commitment of that hurt has happened to reawaken your lost hopes. There is a reason for every pain that has happened in this relationship between the two of you. There is a reason. It's a loons, right? Loons is talking about both you guys here. It's time for both you, for the twins, to surrender that. It's the time. That's what they're saying. It's the time. It's the time to bring back the balance in yourself so that you can in turn balance back this relationship in the right way, guys. Okay. Now, how does the divine masculine see this connection from his perspective? The Chariot. And where did you have your chariot? You had your chariot here. Remember I said? Again, there is a mirror effect. So the way he sees this connection is in the form of the chariot. Right? He wants to move. He's getting ready to be in the driver's seat now. He knows he has to take the driver's seat. He cannot be the co-passenger in this journey anymore. So the way he sees this connection, it's a Cancer energy, right? It's a lot of will, determination, power, even physically. Physically, not just, spiritually, yes, but physically also he has to be holding the reins of this connection. That's how he sees this connection, that he has to take control. He has to take control of this connection in here. Please talk to me about the Chariot. And you do want to take connection, and you do also, but he knows in the way he sees this connection is that if he doesn't take control of this situation with you, or this journey, this connection will not move, because you, like I said, You will move only when you get your justice. Remember, I said that? So he has to deliver the justice to you, or else you're not going to be moving. So he has to be in the driver's seat with this connection here. Letter. Yeah, he wants to communicate, guys. He wants to talk to you. It could be a letter, a text, a phone call, anything. But he has to take charge of that. Even if that means that he will have to confess the truth. He has to. That's how he looks into this connection now from his perspective. Yeah. A email, anything. Anything. Some kind of information he wants to pass on to you, or some kind of news that he wants to deliver to you. And it's the time that's coming when he knows that if he has to do that. It's coming. That's the way he sees this connection now, that he has to be in the driver's seat to deliver that information to you. How do you see this connection, Divine Feminine, from your perspective? The Two of Wands. You're desiring the change. Excuse me. Yes, you are stuck. You are at a crossroad, but you are planning. There is a lot of intuitive manifestation and planning. As you are developing, as you're releasing that burden from your heart, right? You are still not moving, Divine Feminine, but there is a lot of thinking about the future. There is a lot of planning in yourself. You desire the change. You're desiring the change in your life. Okay? So a lot of intuitive manifestation is working in yourself. And you're thinking what is the right way to go about with this. You're making a choice here. There is a decision that you are working on at this point. Let's look at the Two of Wands. Maybe this will happen once this information comes to you, or you're waiting for that information before you finally take a call, right? Anything. It can be anything for anybody. Let's look at the Two of Wands. And the Divine Masculine is kind of mirroring this image too, because he knows you have been waiting for a long time for some kind of information. And if he withholds that information, it's not going to work in his favor, because you're waiting for that news or information that will help you move forward, right? Which is talking about the stallion, which is going to help you break free from that energy of stagnation towards this cross, right? Which is talking about spirituality, destiny in life. Because you feel, Divine Feminine, that you're stuck in the same place. Your destiny is not working for you. But there is something that is going to happen here that will break you free from wherever you had been stuck. That could come to you in the form of a very spiritual message. That's what I said. This communication could evolve into a lot of spiritual understanding between the two of you. So there could be, there could be some kind of divine guidance that is happening in your life. Of all the trials and tribulations that you have faced, Divine Feminine, that's waiting to be broken free from. And I get a feeling, this is me, I get a feeling that this is going to happen once you receive that information. Some kind of information will be delivered to you by the divine masculine that will help you break free from your crossroad of your own destiny. Okay, let's move on, guys. Let's see what is the message the divine masculine has for you. What's the message for you? The Five of Pentacles. Yeah, he is missing you terribly, guys. That's what I'm saying. That you'll please understand this. Please. He's not enjoying this either of knowing that you're stuck because of him. He's stuck because of whatever other factors in his life, but he's missing this connection because he knows that both you guys are missing each other. I mean, there can be no more better clarification than this card. The message he has for you guys is that, I mean, you know, it's that energy, guys, that he feels that he's feeling lonely. He's feeling extremely lonely. He's feeling extremely poor and cold without you being beside him. He's missing you terribly. And it's not just physical part of missing you. Let me tell you that. He's missing you from a very deep spiritual part too. Right? He's missing that connection. He's missing that fun. He's missing that wit, the humor, the love, the childishness, everything that allows you to grow as an individual. So wherever he is, he's extremely in a very bad situation. He's not enjoying the place he is in. Let me tell you that. And every moment of the day, his message to you is that I wish that this hadn't happened. Really, I wish that. That's what he's trying to tell you here. Let's look at the Five of Pentacles here. That's what he's communicating, that every part, every story, every moment, the yarn. Yeah, see? That there has been so much of complication in this situation here. That's a message which has left both you guys in the cold. That this is also what I'm getting. That he has complicated this entire connection by himself. That's a message. He has complicated, he has tangled you along with the third party, along with other situations. He has just tangled this connection with a lot of other factors that shouldn't have happened. He should have kept you in a very different place altogether, minus all these complications. And he can feel that. He can feel that. Right? But he was puzzled. He was puzzled. He didn't know what to do. He was all tied up in his head. He was all tangled. You know, like how you have the yarn when any of you guys do any kind of knitting, you'll know what I'm talking about. Say you have knitted or you're knitting a blanket and you have gone halfway and then all of a sudden you find that the ball of yarn is all tangled up, so you have to again go back, untangle the whole yarn, because if you keep knitting with the tangled yarn, you won't be able to cross that, right? So you will have to untangle that string of wool before you can move to the next stitch. And this is exactly what he is feeling, that he has tangled so many. There has been so many tangles in here, just not one. And this has left him feeling miserable. And not only him, it's you too. That he has complicated both the lives together and has pulled over so many tangled areas in that one little string that now it's like unknotting those tangled situation is definitely a challenge for him as well. So the message is he has a challenge. Yeah. And that's the information. That's the confirmation. That is the letter. Then he might, is thinking about to untangle the whole situation. Really. What is the message that you have for your divine masculine, guys? What is the message? The Knight of Swords. Your message is talk. Talk. Come in and talk. I want to hear you say something. Untangle the situation here. And the way you can untangle the situation is by verbalizing it. Right? So that verbalizing, the information, that communication you want is with the medium of words. So your message to him is be focused, be frank, be honest, but tell me the truth. I want to hear the truth. Don't sit in that tangled yarn and try to knit the blanket. You won't be able to finish that. So you have to, in order to untangle the past, right, and complete the whole blanket so that you don't feel cold and miserable, you need to talk. That's your message. The Knight of Swords. Please talk to me about the Knight of Swords. You're impatient to hear something. Divine Feminine. You're becoming very impatient to hear the truth now. Because you have been waiting for the truth for a long time. Because see, the Crow, this is a spirit card. There are a lot of mysteries that has been still in the dark. It's unresolved. Right? Excuse me. Lot of memories of the past that needs to be cleared. Lot of old remembrance of the past memories that needs to go. So the omen is in the Crow, in the spirit, that there is a change that is coming. The Crow, if you guys live in a place and you see the Crow, you will know it's an omen. Some places don't have the Crow, so we can't do anything about it, but the Crow is a spirit animal, right? The Crow brings about the change, brings about a new event. There is an omen that's coming or that's going to happen. It's a new omen. And you're wanting that communication, but at the same time, you're in observation of this whole situation here as well, Divine Feminine. Right? So this kind of an energy is building up in you as a part of your story and your message. You're in touch with your spirit world. You're in touch, Divine Feminine. But you also want to hear the truth, right? So you are in touch, you're waiting for that time, for that new event to happen. And Spirit is telling you it's going to happen. It's the omen that you can feel that the mystery will be unraveled, will be told to you. Whatever that mystery is, it's a magical power. So you know that there's some kind of magic that is happening in this situation now. And you can feel that, right? So you're waiting for this communication. You could be feeling a little bit impatient because you want the truth. You're remembering a lot of things. And there is a reason why you're remembering this. There is a reason, could be bad, could be good. But there is a reason behind the whole situation of remembering or getting back old memories. right? That will help you also to untangle your own yarn. Yeah. What is the challenge the divine masculine is facing? What is the challenge here? The Six of Pentacles. Okay. So the challenge is in the equal give and take of bringing the balance here between the two of you, right? Time, energy, and emotions more so. That is the challenge, because the reason is that the Five of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, you see, the Five of Pentacles is the message that he is kind of messed it all up. The challenge is to undo the mess. And the challenge is to provide you with the right time, the right emotion, give you enough time, attention, emotions, energy, because of his learning, right? Because of his learning about what he did and what the mistake was in the first place with you. So that is a challenge to, to get that equality and balance in here. Let's look at the Six of Pentacles here. Because that is the only thing that by doing that, the complication can go. And the circumstance in your life will improve, right? Please talk to me about the Six of Pentacles. It's an equal reciprocity. It's an equal too many cards, guys. But you definitely showed up here. Okay, hold on. There was something else that was trying to come up in here. Is there any other message with the woman? Because in order to come to you, yeah, the diamond ring and elephant. Okay. See, because you're waiting for this. You're waiting for this reciprocity. And the diamond ring is a promise, that partnership. Right? So the challenge over here for him is to make this happen. Be that supportive energy with regards to you. Be trustworthy with you. Be gentle with you. Right? In order to compromise, in order to make this promise happen, that is definitely a challenge for this man. Because you are present here. You are very much present here in this energy of challenge with regards to this agreement that will take this relationship or partnership forward. And that is what he's trying to work on. A lot of focused power as to what he can do about this situation here now. What can he do to bring back that equality here in this relationship? That is definitely a challenge for this man right now. Because he knows that if he just proposes to you, gives you a ring, okay, but if he doesn't have the trust in that relationship, you might not accept it. Because your trust has been hampered. Let me put it like that. So he knows he has to come very, very gently towards you. He has to come very gently towards you. With a lot of determination and focused power in order to make you understand his intention towards this situation now. It's becoming a challenge for him, of course, 100%, right? Because his thing is, guys, he wants to take this relationship to the next level. That's what I'm getting, right? But the thing about him is that because of so much of loss, so much of complication, so much of difficulties, so much of circumstances has got involved in the situation. It's definitely a challenge to move to the next level for him, right? So that is where he is kind of thinking about this whole story again in the rightful way. In the rightful way, what would you appreciate? What is that he can do for you now? How does he build back the trust? Once again, the trust is the important part of the story here, don't forget. So he has to be very, very focused in his intention. He cannot go back and forth anymore. No, the time is gone. Right? So he has to be very focused. He could be going through a period of dreaming about this. Could be a lot of telepathy that he can be having along with your understanding too, right? But it's a challenge to communicate that in the right way to move forward to the next level is definitely a little bit of a hazard here. Okay, what is your challenge, Divine Feminine? The Four of Swords. Your challenge is taking that step back, forgiving, taking time off, right? Because you're not talking. So your challenge is to open the conversation. That is also a part of the story. Because here you are, you could be thinking about a lot of old things, of what happened here, why it happened, right? So your challenge is to overcome that and surrender yourself in front of the divine and allow the divine to work for you. Because if you keep sleeping underneath the three swords, so what you're basically doing is going back to the third party situation all the time of the past. Right? You're trying to heal, but you're not being able to completely heal from this situation. It's hanging on top of your body. So your challenge is this. Let's look at the Four of Swords. Because you want to tell him a lot of things. You want him to tell you a lot of things. But at the end of the day, right, you're trying to pull back from that Ten of Swords. You're trying to get rid over that situation. But you're still very much in that energy, as I'm getting it, is that all you're thinking and thinking and thinking is of that three swords. Please talk to me about the Four of Swords here. Right? You're trying to think what happened here, why it happened, how it all happened. A lot of past is coming back into yourself. You're remembering a lot of things, good and bad, it doesn't matter. But the three sword is still hanging, so you're still scared of that third party situation because you're like, I don't know, if you can go back into the same place, and if that third party situation is still continuing to happen, you will not be able to deal with that, right? So there it is. The waxing quarter, fertile, fulfillment, stability, compassion. You're trying to bring back a lot of stability and compassion in yourself, guys. You're trying to open up. You're trying to do a lot of things, but what I'm getting, Divine Feminine, is your understanding is getting matured. You're getting better. You're becoming more ripe and fertile in yourself. But at the end of the day, this three sword is still lingering in yourself as well as that energy of the three of sword, right? And this is happening as a part of your challenge. You want to forgive, you want to forget, you want to move forward, but you're not talking, you're not saying. All you're thinking and contemplating and meditating upon is what has happened in the past. So here they're saying, guys, that you don't have to do that. You really don't have to do that. You have a lot of stability in your own life. Focus on that. Focus on the factor of stability. Focus on the factor of giving and sharing fulfillment. Focus on your well being. Focus on your compassion. That will in turn bring back a new wellspring of life. In your case, Divine Feminine. Right? So you have to watch out for this energy. You have to watch out. It's a challenge. Like I said, it's not easy, but you know what I'm trying to say? It's not going to be a cakewalk. Okay, you get up in the morning and you're like, okay, I have forgiven, forgot the past. No, it doesn't matter to me. No, it's not possible. I know that. But the advice is that you could be doing this over and over again, guys, but it's not going to bring you back your own stability. You're going to lose your own energy thinking about this third party, what happened, why it happened, this shouldn't have happened, that shouldn't have happened, right? Back and forth. So work on yourself. The next part of the story is the hope, the Divine Masculine. What is the hope? The hope. The Four of Cups. Yeah, so he's hoping to renew back this connection. He's hoping that you understand him, what happened in here. He's hoping for forgiveness from you for his mistake of looking at the three dented cups and ignoring that cup that universe was offering to him as a part of this journey. So he's hoping you will understand why he did that and what really happened. He's hoping that you will forgive him. That it took him such a long time to wake up to the call of reality. Right? Let's look at the Four of Cups. Yeah. That he was such a fool that he didn't pay attention to that cup, and all he did was being in remorse over what he had lost in that third party situation rather than focusing on what he had with him. So he's hoping that you will understand what happened over here and how terribly emotionally he has lost out in his life because he did not pay attention to what he had. Okay, please talk to me about the Four of Cups here. He's in deep regret about the situation. He's hoping you will understand and forgive him for that situation here. The light bulb, yeah, that's what I said. The awakening. It took him such a long time to wake up to the call of reality. I just said that. The enlightenment of what he had been doing, he's hoping that you will understand that it took him a while for that aha moment to come. Right? The epiphany to happen. Yeah, so he's hoping that you will understand that he had been unawakened, and that it took him a long time to really wake up from that slumber. What is your hope, guys? Let's see. What is that you're hoping for, Divine Feminine? The Nine of Cups, yeah? Again, the Cups energy. He has got the Four of Cups. You got the Nine of Cups. You're hoping to get back your wish fulfillment. That's it. You're hoping to be happy again. You want back all that you desire in your life now. Just talk to me about the Nine of Cups. You're hoping that he will be able to manifest that desire with you. Right? You're hoping for that renewal of emotions, that both of you guys can really work together in order to create the Ten of Cups, right? Please talk to me about the Nine of Cups. Prince of Air, the Lovers. Yeah, see? You're hoping to have him back in the right way. You're hoping that this man can come, talk, get back your desires, be social again, be intellectually social again, be versatile with you, show you his love, make things happen, can be witty, can be inquisitive, but at the same time flexible in order to make this desire happen. So you're hoping that this energy that you might have seen in the man before comes back to you in order for both you guys to reach the Nine of Cups and then to the Ten of Cups. So you want that old energy back from this man. You're hoping that he comes back with the old energy and not with this Four of Cups energy. That is the light bulb that he too is having. That what he did was he sat in sorrow and not as the Prince of Air. He did not. He was all in apathy all the time. Disappointment, moody, right? Did not feel like talking or spoke only when he wanted to speak. And even when he spoke, he did not speak with the right flavor. He spoke more from the depth of his apathy, right? But you want a different personality. And you're hoping that when he comes back, the epiphany happens and he comes back, changes his personality towards this wish fulfillment. Excuse me, guys. Wow. All right, let's see the last but not the least, the overall energy of the divine masculine. Okay? The Four of Pentacles. He's still stuck. He's still stuck. You were stuck too. Remember, excuse me. Both you guys, you're all stuck. Even you. Because like I said, if you move, you want justice. And I really don't know now what I should do. He's thinking. There is a lot of fear, a lot of insecurity, that he is thinking that you have completely misunderstood him. Totally. This is the energy, okay? That you have completely misunderstood him, even as a human being. And he doesn't know how to change that. How to unravel that tangled yarn. Interesting. How to take this situation to the next level. Oh, wow. Please talk to me about the Four of Pentacles here. What is that he should write to you? What is that he should communicate to you? Confidence. Yeah, he's lacking in confidence that he can make things happen. Again, because you see, this confidence part of the story is the place of trust in him. The stamina to believe the confidence is where he is also growing, right? Just being stuck doesn't mean that he is stuck because he doesn't want to move. No, 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 no. What I'm getting, guys, is that the feeling of insecurity and fear that he had is all being now processed within him, right? Where he is slowly understanding what he had been lacking in. And what he had been lacking in is his confidence, his stamina, his resilience to fight and clear this energy truly. He should have communicated to you or with you a long time before, but he did not have that confidence, right? He did not believe in his power. That was the problem. So, this is the overall energy. He's growing, his understanding is growing. Just because he's stuck, he's not moving, doesn't mean that he's not doing anything. He's doing a lot of See, more so I'm getting, right, before this Lionsgate portal, or within the next couple of days, there will be a lot of self-realization in him. Because every metamorphosis, every change takes a while. That's part one. Part two is because there has been a past history here in this connection, it's taking him longer. So while he is stuck, while he's sitting, he could be even scared a little bit about his finances too, right? There could be a lot of thoughts that is going inside of him when he's understanding that whatever happened in here between the two of you was more so because of his fault, where he did not have that confidence to trust and believe in his own stamina. He did not have the trust towards his own freedom, right? Or believe in the fact that he is more than resilient in himself to have brought about a change in the story a long time before. Right? So, this energy of self realization is that focused energy that I spoke about right in the beginning. Then one track mind, right? The one track mind of his own self understanding, realization of his own lack of power. As an individual, forget about everything else. As an individual, what he had been doing, why he could not grow, neither did he recede. He was still in the same place, in that same form. Right? So that is where the depth of his realization is working with this tracker energy. How he had been listening to people that took away his focus, got his attention all diverted, and could not work for himself. He is getting that full sense of realization and understanding now within him in this period in time. It's self-learning, it's self-healing. You need time. He's not doing anything. He's not moving anywhere. He's not going for a vacation. No, 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 no. All he's doing is thinking about this whole situation here. What is your overall energy, Divine Feminine? Let's see. The Page of Wand. Yeah. You're growing spiritually too. Your understanding towards the whole situation is changing. But you're being more creative in a different way. You're not moving either right now. but you're expanding your possibilities in life, right? See, the difference over here is that he is thinking on a completely different level of his own shortcomings, right? And you're thinking on a level of moving forward, of expansion, of ideas. What is that the next thing you can do? What is that the next thing you can do after that? Right? So a lot of ideas are playing up in your mind. That is your overall energy. That is your overall energy here. A lot of new ideas have started birthing in yourself. Let's look at the page of Wands. And you want to expand. You want to grow. You want to be that risk taker. And it also could be that too many ideas can confuse you, guys, where you will not stick to one particular idea. So with this energy, be careful that you could be jumping from one idea to the other, your overall energy. But if that happens, that means that you're not stable. So you're trying to learn to be stable in yourself as well as your creative desires are expanding, right? Because this energy has good and bad side, both ways. It can either work in your favor as being the go-getter, the risk-taker, or it can also be when you will not be able to move at all because too many ideas are surrounding you at this point in time towards your own expansion in life, right? So watch out for that. Please talk to me about the page of Wands. Yeah, the Fool, exactly. Uranus, ruler of enlightenment. You want to be a free spirit. You want to enjoy life, right? You want to go into the unknown. You don't fear. You don't fear. You don't have that fear of the unknown. And he can sense that too. See, this is also a mirror effect. He knows that you are very, very, you could also be a rebel without a cause as well. But you're a free spirit. He could not be that free spirit like you. There's a comparison here, guys. Now I get it. There is a comparison here between him and you in himself. When he knows that you have been doing a lot of things you want to, not that you have been doing, but you have plans, you have ideas, you are a free bird, you are a free creative spirit. You innovate a lot of things in your own understanding. He could not. He was stuck. He could not get into that mode of freedom like you. So there is the overall energy, guys, over here right now is understanding and comparing himself with you, right? Understanding and comparing himself with you where he had lacked his own individuality and freedom and what you have been doing or will do with your life going forward. Right? So there is that sense of comparison in him. That, that he has to, like you, believe in himself, believe in that power of being a free spirit, and that nothing can hold him back. And that he, if he wants to, be just the mirror image of you, the twin. Right? So there is a deep sense of this individuality and the difference between the twins of what one kind of nature is and what the other kind of nature or personality has been. Right? He gave a lot of importance to a lot of unimportant things in the physical world, whereas you are giving more importance to the metaphysical world, right? Where you are like, nothing can stop me. I'm moving. You want to come with me? Come, or else be in a place stuck, right? So he can feel that. He can sense that. He's confirming the difference in your personalities. But at the same time, he also knows that he could not be like you. It's a regret that he should have thought like you. He should have worked like you. He should have been creative like you have been in your journey or will be going forward. See? Wow. Spirit, I love you. So this is where this whole sense of confirmation is towards your individual power. And that is where they're saying, remember, your individual power tracker. Because this is where he's realizing how people have pulled him, distracted him, or can pull him, can distract him, when he will again, if he doesn't focus on his own understanding in the way that you are, he will be pulled in different direction again. Right? So he has to watch out for this. Excuse me. He has to watch out for this. That is why they have told you guys, both you guys, that even you, as you try to move into your new area of creativity, ideas, epiphanies, you might get distracted by other people. So both you guys have to be that single track energy, single track mind of knowing and understanding, balancing yourself in order to balance back this connection here is the message. Okay, so enjoy this reading, guys, until we see you once again, which I'll do a reading after the Lionsgate portal happens, right? And we'll see what is the transformation, what is the ascension. He wants to, okay, before I wind up, guys, he wants to ascend like you. Like I said, there is, but to do that work, like, again, I'm repeating this message. To do that work, both you guys, even yourself, as you're moving, watch out for this. So don't hear what people have to say about your experience. Because one thing, please understand, divine feminine, divine masculine. Nobody can get in your shoes. Your shoes will fit only your feet. So when other people come and tell you, you know what, I think this is what it is, that is what it is, he's not or she's not able to wear your shoes. They are talking from their perspective. Your perspective could be different because you're wearing your own shoes, right? Both you guys. You're wearing your own shoes. So you'll know what is your shortcoming or what is your individuality. What is your goal? What is your ambition? What do you now need to do? How do you now need to work with this energy? What is that correction that needs to happen? And what is that correction that will bring back this supportive energy in this twin flame connection? Okay, so enjoy this reading, guys. Until again, like I said, I see you once again. Till then, take care. Goodbye. God bless. Khuda Hafiz.